Another episode of reviewing. Let's start right away. First question: James had 4/5 of a chocolate bar. He wants to share among 4 of his friends. How much they each get? Show your work using a model. So I don't want you to do. I just want you to draw on this one. Write an expression as well. So here we go. Um, the expression is. I get my pen correctly here. 4/5. That's what he has, and he wants to divide it among 4 of his friends. So that would be my expression. Draw. We're going to draw the first here. The first part over here, not the second part, because I want to show you what we have. We currently have 4/5 of a chocolate bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the best chocolate bar out there, but cancel that. Let's shade in 4/5 to show what we have, and let's pick a very ugly yellow color, which I'll change later on. Okay, so 4/5. Wow, what was I thinking when I did this question? So if you have 4/5 of a chocolate bar, you want to give it to 4 friends. This one you literally don't have to do much, because friend A will get this piece, friend B will get this piece, friend C will get that piece, and friend D will get that last piece. What did they each get? Well, they each got one piece. So friend A got one piece out of how many? One out of 5. So the answer is, you can write the answer as a sentence. So each friend received 1/5 of the chocolate bar. Okay, of the chocolate bar. Okay, wow, you're welcome. Next question. Carlos has 3 gallons of gas left in his car. 3 gallons. Carla, she uses 2/3 of a gallon per day. How many more days can she drive with 3 gallons of gas? Okay, show your work using a model, blah, blah, blah. So let's write the expression. So to me, the expression would be, here's what she has, and this is how much she uses per day. So how many days can she go if she only uses 2/3 of a gallon? So that would be my expression. Let's draw 3 gallons. Alright, let's draw 3 gallons. That's 1 gallon of gas, 2 gallons of gas, 3 gallons of gas, and I'm going to break this into thirds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's so how much? It's a full tank, so I'll even shade to show you that. Okay, I have 3 full tanks of gas. 2 gallons of gas. Not 3 tanks, I'm sorry. 3 gallons of gas. Okay, so every day I use 2/3, so let me show you what I use. So on the first day I'll use 1, 2, 2/3, so I'll use these 2. On the second day I'll use this one and this one, another 2/3. On the third day I use this one and this one, so that's 3 days so far. And on the fourth day I'll use 1, 2/3. I'll use 4. So far I can go 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I can go 4 days for sure. And then on the last day, I don't have enough to go a full day. But I have enough to go 1 out of how many? Out of 2 that I've been trying. Okay, so my final answer is 4.5. Okay, so with 3 gallons, with 3 gallons. Carla can drive 4.5 days. Okay. Next one, for the following 8 questions, solve using a model and use the same denominator method. Yay. 5, 6 divided by 3. So let's draw our first part here, because that's what we want to represent. So something that's cut into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's shade what we have. We have 5 out of the 6. We don't have all 6 parts. Okay. What do I do here? I want to cut this into 3 parts because I want to share with 3 people. So let's cut that into 3. So that would be 1 here, 2, 3. So person A would get A. Let's just write his initial A. Person B would get B, 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 and then last person would be C. So person A got how many pieces? He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So 5 pieces out of total. How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, and across there is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up and down. So 5 out of 18. So each friend or each person, whatever you're having, whatever you're sharing in here, person A got 5 pieces out of 18. Person B got 5 pieces out of 18. And person C got 5 pieces out of 18 as well. So this is your drawing method. So now, if you wanted to do the same denominator, you got 5 over 6 over 3. And we're going to put it over 1 to make it into a fraction. Find the LCM. The LCM is 6. 5 is already 5, 6. No changes are necessary. But here, you have to. The 1 was multiplied by 6 to get this 6. So I'm going to multiply the top by 6. And you get 3 times 6 is 18. You multiply, let's see, you can cross the denominators because the units are the same. And let's rewrite that as a fraction. You get 5 over 18. It's a proper fraction, so there's not much else you can do. And you can't reduce that as well. So final answer 5/18. And you'll notice that our answer is 5/18 here and 5 over 18 here as well. Okay. Next question. No, let me erase. Okay. So we got 2 divided by 1/5. So let's represent our 2. Here's my 2. 1 bar, 2 bar, and I'll cut into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to shade it because I represent that I have 2 complete bars. And this bar I also have. And I want to know how many times 1/5 can fit into 2. So if I had 2 chocolate bars and I cut them into fifths, how many people can I share that with? It's the same thing. I can share with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can share this with 10 people. Or 2 broken up into fifths, 1/5, gives me 10 little pieces. Using the same denominator, I'll divide 2 divided by 1/5, put the whole number over 1, find an LCM, which in this case is 5. The 1/5 doesn't change because the denominator is already 5. This one changes for 5, and it would be 1 times 5. On top it would be 2 times 5. That gives me a 10. Cross out these two denominators. Units are the same. 10 divided by 1, written as a fraction, is 10 over 1, or just simply 10. I think it's my computer heating up. Give me 1 second. Lift this. Alright, so where am I? How many 3/4 and 10/4? That's the question. How many 3/4 and 10 are in 10/4? But please, state it as a question is in that format, in the order, in an expression would be 10/4, 3/4. This says how many 3/4 are in 10/4. Okay, so be careful when you're writing that as an expression. It's backwards. Let's see. I want to draw 10/4, so I'm going to need this, and you'll see why. I need 3 bars and 1 at the bottom. So, actually, let me erase. So I have 10/4. 10/4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something that's 10/4 looks like this. This is for 1 over 4, 2 over 4, 3 over 4, 4 over 4. But that's not what I have. This will be 5 over 4, 6 over 4, 7 over 4, 8 over 4. Still not enough. 9 over 4, 10 over 4. So 10 over 4 is 10 1/4 pieces. Okay? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4, 10/4. Now I want to know how many times. Oops, made it too big. I want to know how many times 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there you go. How many times can 3/4, these three, fit inside the 10th fourth? Well, it's group of threes, right? So I can fit it once, I can fit it twice, I can fit it 3 times for sure. And then if I try to fit these 3 inside of this one, not all 3 will go in, but 1 will go in out of the 3. So 3 and 1/3. The other way, the faster way actually, you cross out the denominator, sorry, there's your 4. Cross out 4, cross out the 4, because they're same units. On the top is 10 divided by 3, let's write it as a fraction. 10 divided by 3, that's an improper, which can be changed to a mixed number. 3 goes into 10 3 times, 1 left over, 3. Okay, just going to do it one more way here. 10 over 3 is the same thing as 10 divided by 3. 3 goes into 10 3 times, which is 9. Subtract, 1 left over. And that 3 is your whole number. The remainder 1 goes to be your numerator. And this number 3 here is your denominator. Okay? Okay, 7/8 divided by 2/8. Okay? 7/8, something that is broken into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another one that's broken into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7/8 looks like this. And 2/8 looks like that. How many times can these two little ones here fit inside 7/8? Well, 2/8, which is this, can fit inside 7/8 one time. These two can go and fit here 2 times, 3 times for sure. And then if I try to put these two inside here, not both of them will fit, but one of them will, out of the 2 you were trying to fit in. So 3.5. The quicker way, we cross out the denominators. We can write 7 divided by 2 as 7 over 2, which is the same as saying as 2 goes into 7 3 times, 1 left over 2. And you'll notice the answers are the same. Let's move on. Try not to make the video too long. 3/5, 3/7 divided by 5/7. Okay, so let's draw something that's broken up in 7ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this one's a little bit weird because 3/5 on top and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 at the bottom. So you're asking yourself, how many times can these 5 fit inside these 3? Okay, this something that's 5/7 fit into 3/7. Well, if I try to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here, not all 5 of them will fit, but only 3. 3 will fit out of the how many you're trying to you're trying to put in there, out of the 5. Okay, there are 3 slots available and 5, I don't know, sticks going in those slots. So out of the 5, I can only put 3, and that's why 3 is my numerator. And out of how many you're attempting to put in is 5. That becomes your denominator. The other way, 3. Sorry, there should be a 7. 3/7 divided by 5/5. And cross out the denominators. Write 3 divided by 5 as a fraction. It's a proper fraction. And final answer. Okay, same answer. Clear. Turn the page over. Ooh, there's so many more. Okay, let's go. 5/3 divided by 2/3. Let's draw something that looks like 5/3. 5/3 something that's broken into 3s. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to need another one here. 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, 2/3. So let's see if I can. All right, so 3/5. This is 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 3 over 3. This would be 4/3, and one more 5/3. So again, 5/3, 5/3 is 5 pieces of 1/3. Okay, 5. So 1/3. Plus another 1/3, plus another 1/3, plus another 1/3, plus another 1/3 would be 5/3. And at the bottom, you get 2/3 here. So how many times can these 2/3 at the bottom here fit inside the 5 on top? Well, these 2 will fit here once, it will fit in these two twice, so 2 for sure. And if I try to put these two in here, both of them will not fit in, but one of them will out of the 2, 2.5. The other way, denominators are the same. Cross, cross, I get 5 divided by 2, or 5 over 2 as a fraction. 2 goes into 5 2 times, 1 left over, and a half. Same answer. Brew, and we have 4/5 divided by 1/5. Okay. Wow, so simple. Something broke into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at the bottom something broken into fifth again. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me represent what I have. 4/5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the bottom is 1/5, which is this. So how many times can 1/5 fit into 4/5? Well, you can clearly tell that it goes in there once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And my answer is 4. The other way. Cross the denominators because they're the same, 5, 5, and you get 4 divided by 1, or 4 over 1, which is the same thing as 4. Ta-da, ta-da. Use the same denominator. We don't have to draw anymore. Yay. So 4/5 divided by 1/6. This one, the denominators are different. So you find the LCM, which in this case is 30. Okay, find out how the denominator changed to 30. 5 was times 6, became 30. So you make the same change on the top. It's times 6. You get 24. 6 times 5. That's how it became 30. So I multiply the top by 5. So you get 5. Cross now. 24 divided by 5 as a fraction is 24 over 5, pardon. And being that's an improper fraction, we can change it. 5 goes in 24 4 times. 4 left over 5. Next one. 7/8 divided by 5/12. Okay. LCM is not 96. Stop multiplying 8 times 12 to get. That's not LCM. It's a multiple, but not the LCM. Okay. Can you work with it? Yes, you can, but you're just going to work with big numbers. So do yourself a favor. Try to find the LCM. Makes life easier. 8 and 12 is 24. So how did the 8 become a 24? Times 3. So I multiply the top times 3. I get 21. How did the 12 become a 24? It would be times 2. So on the top would be times 2. I get 10. Cross, cross. I get 21 over 10, which also means 10 goes to 21 2 times and 1 over 10. Da, 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 da. 2 and 3/5. It's a mixed number divided by 2/7. Okay, let's not find the LCM just yet. Let's change that mixed number to an improper. So make an X there and a plus. 2 times 5, or 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13 over 5. And then copy 2/7. Now we can find the LCM, which is 35. Let's see, 5 times 7 became 35, so I'm going to multiply the top by 7, which gives me 91. 7 times 5 gives me 35, so I multiply the top by 5, and that gives me 10. Cross, cross, I can get 91 over 10. That's easy enough to change the mixed number. 10 goes to 91 9 times, 1 left over 10. 4 and 2/3 divided by 1 and 1/4. They're both mixed numbers now, so let's change them to improper fractions. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14 over 3. Divided by, let's make this up. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 4. LCM between 3 and 4, the first multiple that shows that they share is 12. How did the 3 become a 12? It was times 4, so I multiply the top by 4, gives me 56. How did the 4 become a 12? Times 3. On the top times 3, that gives me 15. Let's cross the 12s out, because the units are the same, so I can get 56 divided by 15. Let's see. 15 goes to 56 4 times. No, there is 45. No, 3 times, sorry, because that's 45. And 11 left over 15. Okay. Almost, bear with me. Zoe has 5.5 cups of sugar. Each banana bread she's baking requires 3/4 cup of sugar. How many banana breads can she make? So here's how much she has in total. 5.5. One banana bread takes this much. So how many times can 3/4 go into 5.5 will give me the total number of banana breads that I can make with this amount. Let's change. Plus sign here. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11 over 2. Divided by 3/4. So how many times can 3/4 go in 11 over 2? LCM is 4. This one let's copy because we don't have to worry about any changes. So how did the 2 become 4 times 2? How did 11 become, so times 2 at the top, so 11 times 2 is 22, sorry. Cross. I get 22 over 3. 3 goes 22 7 times, 1 left over out of 3. So I can make, if I have 5.5 cups of sugar, and each banana bread that I make takes 3/4, I can make another banana bread using 3/4 cup of sugar, etc., etc. So I can make 7 banana breads, and then maybe 1/3 of a banana bread if I really want to make it, or I can not make it at all. Okay, but for sure I can make 7 banana breads. Okay, and I'll do 1/3 of the next one. If that's even possible. Okay. Dan has 2 3/8 pounds of hamburger meat. So you got to go to the supermarket, buy all this meat, 2 3/8 pounds. We're gonna make burgers. Each burger is gonna need 2/5 pounds of meat. So if I ask myself how many times can 2/5 fit in this, okay, I will get the number of hamburger beef patties I can make. So imagine for a second that you have, I don't know how to draw this well. I can draw this. 1 pound of meat, 2 pounds of meat, and then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, I have 1 pound of meat, 2 pounds of ground beef, I should say, and then 3/8. That's how much I have. And then to make a hamburger patty, I need, so something that's divided into fifths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. How many times can this fit in there? Because the units are the same, are different, I need to do a whole bunch of changing over here. But if I find how many times 2/5 can fit inside 2 3/8, that will give me the number of hamburger patties I can create. Okay, so here we go. Let's change the first one to an improper plus sign. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 15. 16 plus 3 is 19, so 19 over 8 divided by 2/5. I'm not going to make any changes. Let's find the LCM. LCM between 8 and 5 is 40. 8 times 5 gave me 40, so I'm going to multiply the top times 5. 5 times 19, well, 5 times 9 is 45, carry the 4, 95. And then 5 times what is 40? It's 5 times 8, so on top I'm going to multiply by 8, that gives me 16. And I can cross it out. It becomes 95 over 16. Gosh, I don't even know. And let's figure out how many times 16 can go into 95. I'm not good on the side, but I don't know. Times 5 times 6. No, it's 6 too much. It's times 5. 16 times 5 would be 5 over here. 5 times 6 is 30. Take 3, it's 80. So 15. 5 times 0 is 15. So 95 over 16 will give me 16 goes into 95 5 times for sure, and 15 left over 16. So I could almost make 6 hamburger patties, okay, but the last one's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, that should be it. Oh, I'm forgetting your last thing here. Proof that I watched the video. Oof, let me think about that for a second. I'm going to pause. Alright, I figured it out. So, the music in the background was provided to you by, and this is your 5-point word. Susanna. Okay. Okay. So maybe your parents have heard of her. Um, but that's her name, Susanna McCarkle. And you know what? I'll make spelling count for this one. So you better memorize her name correctly. Okay. And I'm ending this.